All 3D layers can be controlled by this so-called Transform Gizmo in the middle. So let's orbit or rotate and open the Transform properties to see the changes in the layer. The Y or vertical is represented and controlled using the green color. The arrow in the top or AITEE Gizmo lets us change the position up or down along the Y-axis, while dragging viewing a valuable window for the current X, Y and Z positions, plus another window for how many pixels it's been moved. If pressing on the green box icon just underneath where the lines connect, we scale up or down for only Y, shown both in a window as a multiplier and in a percentage one. It's also possible to orient or spin it on the bottom circle, changing the Y rotation, giving us a window to see the rotation as a degree meter. The Y rotation can be understood as the gizmo is being attached to a vertical Y pole and spinning or rotating around it. An important thing to know here is that we're currently controlling the spinning orientation, while if we go to press the icon for the rotation tool in the toolbar, toggling this 3D turning or spinning between the current, orientation and rotation. The thing here with the orientation is that it won't let us do more than 360 degrees in a spinning circle in either direction. So here we need to use the rotation property to actually go above 360 degrees in any type of direction, and thus using the Y rotation's revolutions value as a whole 360 turn in the transform properties, but not the actual transform gizmo. Here you might want to use the orientation property for a bit more natural type of movement, and then go over to the rotation property every time you want a bit more precise control over the movement or actually go above the 360 degree mark. Manipulate X or horizontal movement with the red color, outer arrow for position, the red box inside for scaling horizontally only, or rotate around the X-axis. Lastly, set is the depth as in closer to the screen or further into it, while going into the negative, or minus for the position, and vice versa, pushing it further back. Lastly, we might rotate the Z as well, making it spin around the Z axis. You can think of this like just having an axis pointing straight against you and then rotating around this type of axis. And instead, if you do an X rotation, the axis will be pointing horizontally and spinning or rotating around in this direction instead. Then in the very middle, all positions can be changed at the same time. This was the universal transform gizmo, but if you want to do more specific movements, for example just the position, then we're able to change to a position gizmo in the toolbar. Same arrow movement, but instead of scaling and rotation, this is replaced with a combination of position changes, using either X, Y, YZ or XZ at the same time. Scale Gizmo will only have the outer boxes to scale on for each individual dimension, while changing the double position combinations against scaling now instead. Finally, a simple rotation gizmo is for rotation only. And luckily, all 3 individual gizmos can still move the position in the very middle. So let's go back to the universal, and with the icons here on the left, currently we're in the local axis mode, meaning the transform gizmo will always be attached to each individual layer. For example, by adjusting this layer a bit compared to the other layer, seeing the gizmo turn together with the layer, or being anchored to it. If changing to the mode and icon beside, world axis mode, the gizmos won't longer be connected to the local layer, but instead to the composition. Always maintaining the same position even if we adjust the layers. Although if we're rotating the camera around, we will see the gizmo from different type of angles. Sometimes it can be easier to work in this one, since X, Y and Z will always stay and be controlled in the same direction, while as with the layer or local axis mode can give really good control, but perhaps it can be a little bit confusing in the beginning when the camera or layer is rotating around. The last mode, view axis mode, functions similar to the last one, world axis, but instead of rotating along when changing the camera view, it's more static and more or less keeping the same front view, no matter if the camera or movement of the layers are changed.